Xris. Welcome back to my kitchen. Today we're gonna do something just a little bit cooler because it's really hot outside. So we're gonna do some falafel and a big huge salad, and you can make a big pile of falafel, throw them in your freezer, throw them in the fridge, keep them handy and make sandwiches, crumble them in more salad later on in the week, and enjoy them immensely. They're quite tasty. So for the falafel, we are going to have some parsley, some red onions, some garlic, coriander, cumin. I have some chickpeas that I've already cooked in my Instapot and I've had them in my fridge. You can use 2 cans of chickpeas for this recipe, and some black pepper. And really that's all it is some ground chickpea and some flavorful spices. And then in my bowl I have some salad veg that we'll just chop up and put and eat with our falafel. I'm also going to do a garlic cream sauce with tofu that we can just have as a bit of a dressing, and it goes really well with your falafel. All right, so first thing I want to do is drain my chickpeas. So I've got a strainer over here. So these have got no salt in them because I did them myself. And I'm gonna put in my food processor 3 cups of chickpeas. So there's about 1.5 cups of chickpeas in each can. I've got lots left over for another batch. Then you just take your parsley, which is all ready to go. It's beautiful and fresh. I'm gonna take a big bunch, and I'm gonna use the stems and everything. Then I will grab my measurement. So the recipe I'm using today is one that Forks Over Knives sent me that they got from the China Study cookbook. So if you haven't read the China Study yet, go and check it out. It's very, very interesting. So I want 4 teaspoons of coriander. And 2 teaspoons of cumin. Oh, I love the smell of cumin. Then we are going to add 6 cloves of garlic. I'm gonna pop this over here out of my way. Some pepper. Let's put that in there while we're talking about it. Doesn't really have a measurement. I like pepper. Then bring my chopping mat over, and I'll do half of this onion and I'll save the other half of the onion for our salad. And because this is going into the food processor, I don't need to chop it any way other than into manageable chunks. Whoop. And then I usually buy it all pre-peeled and everything, but I thought I would try a fresh bulb today. So we'll just give it a whack. Oh. I want that one. It was fat and juicy. Then again, I don't have to fool around with these because they're going in the food processor. And the skin just pops right off when you give them a whack like that. They sometimes have that funky little root on the bottom. And sometimes they get sticky with garlic juice. I have a friend in 100 Mile that has a garlic farm, and she does all sorts of garlicky things. Oh, now I wish I knew what the name of her garlic farm was.
We should have her on the show.
We should have her on the show. There's a big vegan food show in the fall that I'm very excited about. And I think she tends to be at stuff like that, so I'll keep my eyes peeled for her. All right, that should be enough of that. And then we're just gonna give it a whiz. You want to leave some texture, but you want to pulverize it pretty good. And if you need to add some liquid, you can just add water or vegetable stock. All right, getting loud. Need some juice. Quick check, see if I have some vegetable stock. I do. Little tiny bits. It just adds a little bit more flavor than water. Scrape. Smells awesome. I always say that, don't I? That looks pretty good. Still got some chunks of parsley going on in there, so it'll have a bit of green. There's a couple of stems in there that didn't get quite chopped up, like that one. Don't want that in our falafel. And those ones. But it's all good and fibery. So I've got a nice paste going on here. And I think today I'm gonna air fry them. You can just bake them, and that would be fantastic. But because I've got my air fryer sitting right here, and it's all handy and dandy, let's do that. So give it a. And once you've made these into little patties, you could bread them, roll them in some crunchy panko or something. But we're not gonna do that today. So I've got my cookie doser, and I'm just gonna make a bit of a mound and press it out like that. That looks pretty big, but you know what? I like falafel in my pita and my salad. So I don't like those little hard balls that you sometimes get. So a patty is much nicer to eat. Tiny patty. There we go. our first tray to go in the oven. Now I'm doing 6 at a time. You can do a great big cookie sheet and put them in your big hot oven, but it's so warm out today that I want to use my little toaster oven. And I'm gonna put it on air fry at 400 for 10 minutes. And we'll give them a quick check after. So let's just throw our salad together while our falafels are cooking. Now, iceberg lettuce has got a really bad name for not being as nutrient dense as, say, the romaine, but sometimes you just want to have that cool, crunchy, watery lettuce.
Oh yeah, the thing against icebergs.
No, it just is it's a different kind of lettuce. And it's mostly water is why it gets a bad name. I haven't peeled one in a long time. But this is what I was craving today. Just something crunchy and cool and juicy. So I'm just gonna give it a quick chop. Toss it in our bowl. Oh, radish is going everywhere. If you have a really sharp knife, that works best because it keeps the knife from mushing the little cells on your lettuce rather than slicing them. So I do have a big head of romaine as well. But I'm just gonna take the outside leaves. They're gorgeous, so I'm not gonna take much of them. That one, not so much. Just have a quick check, make sure I got them all rinsed nicely. So a lettuce leaf like this would be fantastic with some of our garlic sauce and a falafel rolled up in. That would be very, very good. So again, I'm just gonna give this a really rough chop. Bite size. There's nothing worse than having a salad and having it hang down your face while you're trying to eat it. Right? It should be nice to eat. Some gorgeous color in that, a little bit. I love this lettuce because it's got all this purple part on it. Purple and green in your salad. When they tell you to eat the rainbow, there, we just got half of it. I'm gonna add some red onion. Leave that in nice long pieces like that. And then I've got some in the salad. Some celery. I'm just gonna give it, oh, I can smell that falafel. I'm gonna have a quick peek. It's ticking along just fine. Celery is just gonna add that fabulous flavor that most people like. I'm sure there's some people out there that don't like it. And that crunch, that really watery crunch. really like those ends. Just give it a little bit of a run through here. Pop that in our bowl. Slice up a few radishes. Seems easier to do than to get the mandolin out. We'll just add some red pepper. I'm not too worried about the shape and the dice and all that kind of stuff. I just want to get a big bunch of juicy, tasty, fresh vegetables into our bowl. So I would also make this salad for a weekly prep. Now, I used to always think that salad got gross in your fridge, but if you put it in the proper containers, it'll last for days. And it's really quite lovely to just grab one and go to work and have that fabulous fresh salad at lunchtime. And a couple of spring onions. It's quite the root system on that guy. There is everything in our salad, ready for toss and some falafel. The air fryer has got these gorgeous and crispy brown. Bing! Good timing.
Good.
Okay, yeah, now.
Okay.
Okay. So we've got our second batch of falafel into the oven. I've put it on regular bake on a tray because I wasn't happy with the way it stuck to the air fryer. I got 12 falafels using my doser. There must be a measurement on it somewhere. The big one. There's not a measurement on it anywhere. I'd say it's probably 4 tablespoons, maybe a quarter of a cup. Our salad's ready. I've got half of the falafel out of the oven. I'm gonna take a container of firm silken tofu. It has to be silken tofu for it to make a really nice sauce. So I'm gonna put it in my blender cup. Got a couple of peeled big fat cloves of garlic. I'm gonna put in a squirt of lime juice and a little bit of red wine vinegar. Then I'm gonna pop it on the blender. Give that a quick taste and see if it needs anything. It's got a lovely pink color now. Super garlicky. I'm happy with that. That'll be nice on the salad as well as the falafel. So, make sure you get some of all that fabulous veg.
I'm so hungry right now.
Some of these colors on the top of that. Oh. What? Get rid of the spatula? Oh. There's our falafel. Grab a spoon to drizzle on our lovely cream sauce. Could be thinner. There we go. Nice, cool, refreshing salad with some protein that you'll really enjoy the flavor of. Try that recipe out on a hot summer day like today, because we're all melting in here. And enjoy. We'll see you next time.